Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. So today I want to do a get ready with you guys. I'm about to head out the door, and again I wanted to do a simple look. Well, we know what happened there. This doesn't look pretty simple. But yeah, so I ended up going very dramatic on the eyes. Pretty dramatic lashes as well. These are the Ardell Double Up Wispies. My lip definitely looks pink on camera, but it's not. In real life, it's more of like a darker red. For fall, that was my intention, but it looks a little pink on camera. But yeah, and I actually did this hair as well for you guys. I hate freshly washed hair. Anybody who knows me knows I hate freshly washed hair, so I always have trouble just styling it that first day. So I usually just wand it, let it go throughout the day. So I will show you how I did this hair and this makeup look. So if you are interested, then just keep on watching. I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye! Hey guys, so jumping straight in, I'm going to use my eye cream from Context. I believe I got this in the Ipsy bag, maybe about a month or two ago. So I'm just going to moisturize the under eye area. Then I'm going in with one of my favorites, the Baby Skin Pore Filler Primer. I'm just going to put this on my T-zone, but I'm actually going to put it on my cheek jawline as well because I'm having a couple breakouts. As far as foundation, I'm going to switch it up and not use my Urban Decay All Nighter. I'm going to use the True Match, and I'm actually mixing two colors to get the correct shade. I'm going to take my beauty sponge. This is from Real Techniques, and I'm just going to blend this in. Now, I did start blending it with the sponge, but I had a couple breakouts, and this was not giving the coverage that I wanted. So you'll see here in a minute, I'm going to go in with the brush, and this is the Sigma F80 brush, just a flat top kabuki. And with brushes, you obviously get a little bit more of a coverage, and I kind of needed that, so that's why I switcherooed it. Next, I'm going to go in with my NYX HD concealer and highlight the under eye area and also conceal. And I'm going to go in with my beauty sponge with that as well and blend that out. Reason why I don't put this on my forehead or really my chin, my skin is so sensitive. If I put anything on my forehead, chin area, those two are very sensitive spots, so it's very rare that I do that, and I'm just scared to try it with this foundation because I don't want to break out. But that's why I'm just keeping it under the eyes and my nose. And I'm just going to set that with the Airspun face powder, which is a great dupe for the Laura Mercier, by the way. This is why I use it. Then I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Fit Me foundation stick. And I believe this is the darkest shade. I'll have everything listed below. And I'm just going to contour with this. And for some reason, this does not break out my forehead, so that's why I went and go ahead and applied that there. I'm just going to take my sponge again and just blend that out. I'm not really sure if I prefer powder contour or cream. I'm kind of still experimenting. Sometimes on certain days I like the cream. Some other days I like the powder. It all kind of just depends, but I do like to experiment and just try different techniques. This did blend out pretty easily though. Going to blend that out. So now that we're all blended, I'm going to move on to the eyes, and I'm actually going to use some Makeup Geek shadows. So first I'm going to go in with Peach Smoothie, and this is going to act as our transition shade. I'm just going to apply that all throughout the lid. I haven't used these Makeup Geek shadows in quite some time, and I forgot how much I love them because they're so easy to blend and they're just so creamy and easy to work with. So I may actually be ordering a couple more to add to my Z palette. Next, I'm going to go in with Creme Brulee, and I'm going to still put this mostly on the crease area, but it can be a little bit messy. So I'm just going to swipe that in that outer crease area just to give a little bit more of a dimension. And by the way, you guys, these voiceovers are pretty difficult. You know, I keep trying to keep up with myself, and then I don't know the names of products, and blah, 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 but I'm getting the hang of it. Next, I'm going in with Cocoa Bear. This is more of a brown-red color, and I'm going to stick this on the outer third of the eye. And these are the only 3 shadows I'm going to use today. And like I said, these are all from Makeup Geek. So we're just going to blend that out. And I'm gradually bringing that in on the inner crease area just to kind of define that. But the majority of the product is on the outer third of the eye. So I'm just going to go ahead and repeat that same thing. I need to start experimenting with backdrops too. I'm getting pretty sick of this one, and I'm so sick of ironing it, hence the wrinkles on the right-hand side near my shoulder. So stay tuned for new backdrops, but it is in the works. So I'm still just blending that out. The key, obviously, to a smoky eye is to blend everything out. Then I'm going to go with this L'Oreal Infallible Shadow in Iced Latte. And I'm going to just wet a synthetic brush. That was the Smashbox Photo Finish water, primer water. And I'm just going to place this on the inner corners of the eye, bringing it in probably to like the mid portion of the eye. And these L'Oreal Infallible Pressed Pigments, they are very easy to work with, and there's no fallout, as you can see right here. So I definitely recommend those if you're looking for somewhat of a pressed pigment at the drugstore. Then what I'm going to do is take that same brush that we used when we applied Cocoa Bear on the outer third. I'm just going to kind of buff these 2 shades together so we don't have a harsh transition line between that pigment and that Cocoa Bear. And then on the bottom of the eye, I am just taking Creme Brulee and also Cocoa Bear. So no peach smoothie under here. Like I said, just the Creme Brulee and the Cocoa Bear. I didn't want to do too much on the lower lash line. And then here I applied my mascara, lashes, and liner. And the lashes are the Ardell Double Up Wispies, which are becoming one of my faves at the moment. And as far as brows go, today I'm going to use the NYX pencil. I kind of fluctuate between powder and pencil. It just kind of depends on my mood. But this is very easy to work with as well. And I always need a little bit of work for the end of the brows because I do not grow much hair there. And then I'm just going to set those in place. And all I use is the Maybelline Clear Mascara. It's like, I don't know, $3, $4, maybe $5 at the drugstore, and it gets the job done. Then I'm just going to go over where we contoured earlier, and I'm going to use the Physicians Formula. Which one is this? Butter Bronzer. I always mix up the Bronze Booster and the Butter Bronzer, but this is the Butter Bronzer, and I'm just going to hit those areas where we contoured earlier. And then I'm just going to clean up the contour because I always tend to bring it down too low. And I'm just going to use the Airspun Face Powder and just kind of bake right under that contour just to clean it up a little bit. Then I'm going to go in with a Milani Baked Blush. And I'm just going to hit my cheekbones with that. And then the Wet n Wild, this is a newer highlighting gold bar. And look at the pigmentation of this. Like, let's just take a look and watch this. Boom. Look how pigmented that is. I was all excited when I got this, and it's so inexpensive. Wet n Wild, they're really coming a long way, in my opinion. So I love their products. Now I'm just going to take just regular old e.l.f. brush and just swipe away that bake that we did under the contour. Does anybody else sometimes forget to blend that out? I swear sometimes, I think there was like one time I left the house and I forgot to blend that out because you don't really like see it. But anyways, moving on to the lips, I'm going to line my lips with the Jordana lip liner. Like I said, I don't know off the top of my head. I'll have it down in the drop bar. I'm just going to outline the lips. And then we're going to fill it in with a NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream. I believe this one is the Madrid. And you can kind of see how it's more red here. Like in the introduction though, it definitely looked pink, but this is a little bit more truer to color. So I'm glad you guys got to see that. I love these soft matte lip creams. I don't know, they've always been one of my favorite lip products from NYX. They're just so creamy and go on, and they dry matte, even though I still put like always a little bit of powder on it, just because I'm impatient to wait for them to dry. So right here is where I'm going to take that Airspun face powder. You can use any translucent powder. And I'm just going to kind of absorb that moisture and make it more of a matte look. And then this is the makeup, you guys. And now we're going to move on to hair. But just so you can kind of see a close-up there of the makeup. I love how this one turned out. Now this is a hot mess. So I actually got a haircut since I filmed this. Because I looked at this video and I was like, oh Lord, you know, girl needs a haircut. But anyways, I'm just going to show you what my process is. All I do is just, I'm not neat about this any way, whichever. I just grab sections and curl them with a wand. And I like totally look like a unicorn or something there. But I'm just going to take some sections of hair, about 1 inch, and just continuously just wrap it around here. And I'll do this a few times so you guys can see, but then I'll speed it up because we'll be here forever because I do have quite a bit of hair. But this is just the easiest for me, is just to section it off. Now, when I get out of the shower, I have naturally curly hair, so when you saw it before I started curling it here, all I did was take one of those straightening brushes and just ran it through my hair once it dried. I don't like to use a flat iron. I feel like it's too harsh and I have such dry hair to begin with. So I just ran that through it. That's why it's like kind of straight, but kind of not. And then I usually just go in with the wand afterwards like I am here. So yeah, we'll just kind of speed through this process. Maybe add some music for you guys so you're not sitting in silence. And I'll see you guys at the finish line. Okay, so I'm laughing at this part because I had to keep it in here. I thought I blew a fuse here. But like, I'm looking because the lights above me were still on. So I'm like, I couldn't have done that. So I got my mom down here, and this is us real quick behind the scenes.
Power and it just went off. Okay, I don't know.
I don't want. This is in my underwear drawer.
Okay.
Because it's easier to see.
Watch yourself. Yeah, I'm getting professional. This is like... Yeah,
But anyways, seriously, does anybody else's parents keep like important things in their underwear drawer? Or is that just like my mom's thing? Anyways, we'll get back to this and I'll see you at the end. Bye!